Hello and welcome back to the workshop. Now I'm just going to do a quick introduction because the main focus of this vid is actually provided by one of you guys. We have a submission from one of our subscribers. So what we're doing is heading back to the Mad Minute that I set up, sort of parallel to the traditional Mad Minute, and that concerns military single-shot black powder breech-loading rifles. And the initial idea was to see whether there was any difference in rate of fire during 1 minute using the various mechanical systems of the single shots at the time, because we now know that basically bolt actions won out, whether they were turn bolts or straight pulls. But if we take a step back from the repeating era, we have all sorts of single shot breech mechanisms, and would the way they work have an effect on the rate of fire? So we have, of course, the bolt actions, but we've got tilting blocks, rotating blocks, pivoting blocks. We have trapdoors that go forward, that go backward, that go sideways, all sorts of things. So I was just curious whether there would be any difference. So I, of course, do not have all the guns. I wish I did, but luckily, you guys, whether you are YouTubers or individuals, have contributed to the project, which was really great, something I didn't expect. So we've had contributions from Canada, Rob, British Muzzleloaders of course, but also Bob. Don't forget Bob with his Snyder. We had Brett from Paper Cartridge, who's actually been doing it far longer than I have, just because, decided to do it. We've had the guys from Spam in Italy that presented us the trapdoor and the Italian Carcano needle gun, which was very brave of them. Balázs from Cap and Ball presented us all sorts of the Austro-Hungarian single-shot rifles, and we had Oliver from the US, then just a regular shooter who did the trapdoor Mad Minute for us as well. So as you can see, all sorts of submissions, and we have one more thanks to Åmund, all the way from Norway, and he has provided perhaps the one mechanical system that was missing, very much requested in the comments, and that was the rolling block. Now, of course, the rolling block is, was a monumental success, adopted all over the world. Scandinavia jumped right in at the beginning, so Norway, Sweden, and Denmark both adopted it in 1897, and all of them obtained licenses and produced them in the national arsenals as well. So what he's got is a Swedish 1867 rifle, and he's then going to run the Mad Minute for us. So let's see how he does. So there we go, a very respectable 10 rounds and all on target, which was awesome. So the pattern we see emerging is that, frankly, it doesn't make any difference what breech system you're using. In a single shot, you're going to get 10 rounds a minute, plus or minus 1, maybe 2 if you get lucky. You notice there, Åmund was extremely controlled. There was no fumbling for rounds. Everything came cleanly out and loaded. So that was really impressive. So I think now we've essentially covered all the major, let's say, base breach systems for the single shots. So we've got the bolt actions, we've got now the rolling block actions, we've done the trapdoors, we've done the dropping blocks, we've done the tilting blocks. Now there's always going to be minor variations on that. I can think of, for example, the Portuguese guedes, which is essentially a tilting bolt block. Then we have also the Greek Milonas rifle, which is a weird combination, if I remember, of dropping and tilting. Perhaps the one we haven't seen, but is still essentially a trapdoor, would be something like the Albini Brendlin or the Burden Mark 1. But I don't think they would be any faster. Probably they're going to be around on par with the Snyder with around 8 rounds. So, but if anyone has one of those and is willing to risk life, limb and firearm for a mad minute, please do and let us know how you did, or even better, if you have footage, let us share it so that everyone can see it. So that leads me to say thank you very much once again to Åmund for his contribution, and thank you all for watching, and thank you all for your support, whatever platform you wish to follow us on. See you next time.